Small cars are big hits with city dwellers and drivers who give fuel economy a high priority. But this little runabout has another ace up its sleeve.
Was ist das?
Car tester Reinhold Deisenhofer introduces us to the Skoda Citigo. It's closely related to the Seat Mii and VW Up, but this Citigo's different because it runs on natural gas, which is environmentally friendly and currently the best alternative to gasoline and diesel-powered engines, at least until electric cars become more affordable.
Ich von uns überzeugen.
The CNG variant uses the 1-liter 3-cylinder engine familiar from other Citigos, though it's been specially optimized to run on natural gas. The start-stop system with regenerative braking, which comes as standard, also helps to save fuel. On average, the Citigo uses 4.5 cubic meters of natural gas per 100 kilometers and emits just 82 grams of CO2 per kilometer. So how does a CNG vehicle run? Like any other, he says. If it weren't for this little CNG tank display, you'd think you were driving a gasoline-powered car. It's peppier than a regular Citigo, too, because natural gas has a higher octane rating, and that's reflected in the car's performance. And the CNG tank has no effect on trunk space. There's just as much as in other Citigos. The car's engineers have done well.
Der ist genauso groß wie sonst auch. Das haben die Ingenieure richtig gut hingekriegt.
So there's room for at least 251 liters of cargo in the back. At the front, the Citigo recently underwent a facelift. The car is now equipped with LED daytime running lights and LED headlights. We're testing the practical 5-door model, but there's also a 3-door available for a slightly lower price. But let's get back to what makes this car different. Its natural gas drive. Compared to the conventional model, the CNG Citigo costs around 2,000 euros more. So why use natural gas? Reinhold explains that it burns more clearly than gasoline or diesel, and during combustion it produces 25% less CO2, no particulate matter, and little nitrogen oxide. A CNG vehicle's eco-balance is even better than an electric car's. When the electricity's generation is figured in, he says an electric car produces some 90 grams of carbon emissions. The Citigo CNG, just 82. Here are the technical specs in a nutshell. With its 50-kilowatt engine, the natural gas-powered Citigo can reach a top speed of 165 kilometers per hour on the highway, though it takes 16.3 seconds to go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, so it's not the car for speed demons. With gas guzzlers, filling up can be a frequent pain, but Reinhold says refueling a CNG vehicle is a piece of cake. He says you just have to drive up to the fuel pump, put in the nozzle, lock it in, and you're done. The little filler neck for the natural gas is located next to the one for the gasoline. Reinhold says the CNG's engine is bivalent, meaning it can run on 2 types of fuel, though it's been optimized to run on natural gas. The engine always runs on gasoline to start, as gasoline ignites more easily. Then the engine automatically switches over to CNG. So never let the regular gas tank run dry, or you'll have a tough time starting the car. The Citigo's 2 separate tanks hold 11 liters of CNG and 10 liters of gasoline. You can fill up both for around 25 euros. The CNG Citigo costs more than the gasoline version, but Reinhold says natural gas is cheaper than gasoline, and public utilities often provide subsidies or vouchers for fill-ups. If you drive 15,000 kilometers a year, a CNG car should pay for itself in 3 to 4 years, so it's good for your wallet as well as the environment. It's the perfect car for eco-conscious penny pinchers. Reinhold can drive 300 kilometers on a tank of CNG and then fill up for just 13 euros. No diesel can match that. Germany has some 900 natural gas filling stations. That number should grow, but each requires an investment of some 250,000 euros. And he has a tip for CNG car owners driving around southern Italy. They use another filling system there, so get an adapter. There are around 4,500 natural gas filling stations in Europe, mainly in Germany, Italy, Switzerland, and the Czech Republic.